Alright guys, topic of the day is a PRTD. What exactly is a PRTD? A permanent resident travel document. Who can apply for one, right? Whether you need one for yourself or not. With a lot of PRs being given out of late in the year 2021, I have received tons of messages, DMs and comments. Sahil, what exactly is a PRTD? Can I apply for one? And how can I apply for one, right? So I thought this video is necessary, it's important. Please be tuned till the end. We have a lot of details and they'll be right up until the end of the video. Please watch till the end. My name is Sahil. Alright guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I practice here in Ontario. My office is in Brampton. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Guys, please make sure that you hit the bell icon, the subscribe button, because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of moving to Canada, then this is the channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So guys, what we are discussing today is the very important, the PRTD, Permanent Resident Travel Document. What exactly is the document? Now guys, people who receive their permanent residence in Canada, what really happens is that sometimes the person might have to travel back home while the person has not yet received the PR document, right? The PR card. Now, with 2021 coming in, what recently happened was in the year, there were a lot of CEC, Canadian Experience Class, PNP draws, and people inside Canada got a lot of PRs. Now, because of that, some people were getting their PR cards within 14 days or 3 weeks, and while others were waiting beyond 3 months as well. Right now, once a person gets a PR, it is quite natural that the person, wants to visit back home after the person has spent considerable amount of time in Canada. In all such situations, all those who wanted to visit home did not have a PR card, or most of them who did not receive their PR cards in time had to unfortunately travel home without a PR card. Now, in this situation, the person, thinks that, okay, now when I travel back to Canada, what is my status? Some people said that, okay, I have my work permit approved with me. Okay, I have my visitor visa and my passport, but I did get my ECOPR as well. Okay, guys, a quick, eye opener. All those temporary documents are null and, they're not valid anymore. You are no more a temporary resident, and this can be confirmed with CBSA. CBSA clearly says, and IRCC also says, that once you move to a permanent resident status, all those documents are not valid. So please do not take any chances. If you're traveling home without a PR card, or maybe you lose your PR card outside. Okay, say you were traveling, you were roaming around in a country, you lost the PR card, or your PR card has expired. Okay, in these situations, you can apply for a PRTD. Now, within the PRTD also, there are two situations. If you want to go back to Canada, or if you want to come back to Canada using a commercial carrier, for example, a plane, boat and stuff like that, say a train, bus or anything, then you definitely need a PR card. If you're traveling through the land border, things can be a little different. Okay, now sometimes the border officers can allow you inside with a COPR also. We haven't seen any cases come across with an ECOPR, but the border officials do allow people with the ECOPR in hand, the legal size paper that you get when you land for the first time. With an ECOPR, we are not sure if they're going to let you in or not. Another issue around ECOPR is that so far, the land borders were closed. We could not see the new EU COPRs in action at the US border. I haven't come across. Once I do, I will definitely share that news with you. For now, see, a PRTD is basically a single entry document which is issued to you in your home country. Okay, so what you do is, once you're planning to travel back to your home country, you're already a PR in Canada. Once you land in your country, make sure that you initiate the application right away. Don't wait for it. Fees is $50. Timeline, we don't know. Even IRCC says it's variable. Okay, how to submit and what to submit. How to submit, basically you can either walk into a VFS, a visa office, a VAC in your country. If it is still affected by COVID, in-persons must be or would be closed. Okay, now alternate is basically sending your submission through an email. Okay, now what to send in an email, that's very tricky. Now there are a couple of forms that you need to use, and apart from that, your identity documents, passport, reasons, your background, your travel history, time spent in Canada, your any memberships, any employment history, all of that. So basically it's a submission, it's a proper full-length submission along with a letter of explanation. The letter of explanation must explain as to why are you applying for a PRTD, what is your personal situation, how to read through the documents, what is the significance of each document that you're attaching. Okay, all of that has to be a part of the submission. And one more important thing here is you must be eligible to apply for a PRTD. Now, who is eligible? Very simple. The person must be a PR, obviously. Okay. Second, you should not have your PR card with you. Obviously, you would have lost it or you would have not received or anything. Now, you would be outside Canada. You cannot apply for it while before you leave Canada. And then you should be returning from a commercial carrier, right? A plane, bus, train, or anything. And then you should also meet the residency obligation. That is minimum 730 days in the last 5 years. If you don't meet this this residency obligation, you might want to apply for a PRTD under the humanitarian and compassionate grounds. That is again a very lengthy and a very tricky submission. I will not discuss it today because it's a longer topic, but as the name suggests, if there is a situation where which was out of your control, that you had to leave Canada, you stayed outside Canada, and now if you don't come back to Canada, there will be undue harsh situations on you, so as to basically convince the officer as to why should he give it to you. Okay, now this is the PRTD, guys. It's quite simple, but it can be complex at times because the submissions can run around what kind of documents and attachments must go, but there is just about 1 or 2 forms that you need to attach. If you're using a representative, then there is a 3rd form, but just 2 forms for now. Apart from that, nothing else is what you want. You must send your photograph and passport with all the pages. Okay, the scan must have all the pages in it, front, back of the passport, of the photograph. Okay, and the back should also have the name, date, the address where the photo was taken. Guys, I hope the PRTD explanation today, that is that I just gave you, was helpful. I have received a lot of communication from a lot of people who want to know what is a PRTD, and I thought of making this video because this is definitely going to help you a lot. If you have any more questions, if you need more details, or if you want to discuss any of your personal situation, I recommend that you book a consultation. My number is on the screen. My details are there in the description box. Please feel free to drop in a message and I would be more than happy to connect with you. Once again, I wish you all the best and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.